What's up, guys? Jake the Shot here, and in this video I'm bringing you some new DLC map gameplay. Just kidding, this is Downturn, but it might as well be just because nobody ever plays it, and I'm not really sure why because it's a pretty good map. I think I go like 35 and something this gameplay, which is pretty good for a TDM. And yeah, so it's not really what I want to talk about though in this gameplay. First of all, I'd like to apologize though for my recent videos. I know they've all been, these deep, heavy topics. And I apologize for that. I don't want to make all my videos about, all this controversial stuff, like in politics and business and YouTube and all this YouTube drama and, all this stuff that you see every day. But you have to understand this is my channel, and on my channel I like to upload things that are on my mind, and those things did happen to be on my mind. So I talked about them. I apologize for that. And in efforts to try and change that, I'm making this video. Where I'm basically just going to talk very briefly about the Black Ops 2 multiplayer reveal trailer. You've probably already seen it on like Tmart or Machinima or the Call of Duty page or something. That's why I'm not going to show you the actual trailer, because you've probably already seen it. If you haven't, I'll link a video to it, because they also have permission to use the trailer and I don't, because if I did then I get a lot of copyright stuff, and we don't like copyright stuff. So I'll just talk a little bit about it and my sort of thoughts and feelings on it, and yeah, so let's just get right into it then. Well, first off, I'd like to point one thing out that I know a lot of people are not really, it's not really clicking in their mind. So when you watch the trailer, you're probably thinking, wow, this looks amazing, look at all this cool new stuff, look at these drones, look at these weapons, these, grenade, any of these type of things. And yeah, they do look cool, but you have to take this realistically. Like, chances of this game being that much different and like what you're actually seeing are probably pretty slim. Like, if you can remember when the Black Ops trailer came out and they used like the crossbow and the ballistic knives and they had like the camera spike, I remember the camera spike, we were all freaking out about these things. We're like, oh my gosh, look at that, camera spike, that thing is awesome. And in reality that thing ended up sucking. So that is one thing you do have to keep in mind when you're watching this trailer, because I think people are thinking it, and they're thinking that it's going to be the most different game, they're going to be the most spectacular game, and in reality it probably won't be. Honestly, my opinion, it's probably going to be one of the same game, just with different things like it always is. Knowing Treyarch though, I do feel like it's going to be a better game. I don't think it's going to, push the boundaries like we all thought it would. But another thing that I noticed, I'm not really going to talk about every specific thing in the trailer, just general things that I thought. Another thing that I noticed is a lot of the things in that game reminded me of Homefront. If you've never played Homefront, it's a first-person shooter, and the way it works is that you kill somebody, you get like 100 battle points or whatever they're called, and then you can spend your points on kill streaks, and you can either, get a lot of kills and save up for like an attack helicopter, or you can just buy, a couple RPGs, a couple flak jackets, some smaller drones and stuff like that. But the thing that reminded me the most, not really like the point system or anything, but the thing that reminded me the most was the drones and things. Like, we're all like, whoa, look at these kill streaks, they all look pretty cool. But in reality, Homefront had those things way before Call of Duty. Like the recon drone and the assault drone, both were things in Homefront. I don't think they were called the same thing. But Homefront had a lot of different kind of ground drones where you could, drive them around and shoot people. And then the recon drone, that's not what it was called, but it was a really big thing in Homefront. Like, you could fly around and it would show people on the map, except instead of being like on the mini map, it would be like on your screen. You'd see like a black box which would like show where the enemy was. But I think that's another thing people need to keep in mind if they don't know what Homefront is it looks like a lot of this stuff. I mean, maybe I'm just talking, but a lot of this stuff does look like it's from Homefront. I don't know if they meant it to be like directly anything they got directly from it, but a lot of it is. If you haven't seen any Homefront gameplay, I'll try and bring you a gameplay sometime in the future, just to show you that a lot of the things that are in that game are part of a different game. And I think that's another thing Call of Duty lacks, is creativity. So I think they do look for other games to get their stuff from. Maybe I'm not saying that they went, straight to Homefront and just stole everything out of it, like Raw Instinct did all. But I think Call of Duty does take a lot of their things from other games and things, so that's one thing you also have to keep in mind. Two things in the trailer though that really stood out to me the most was one in the very beginning, when he was using the like the knife that stunned. That wasn't really all that special to me. That just looked like, you know, something new, like a new type of stun grenade or something. But that, like right after he stunned him, I don't know if you noticed the first gun that the player was using. It looks like the new Type 95 to me, honestly, because he one bursted both those people. Maybe he just got lucky. Maybe they were already damaged. But the way it looked, that looked like the new overpowered weapon. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it will. Who knows? But and the other thing that really, if I saw what I was seeing correctly, really stood out to me as something really good was after the guy got the kill with the Python or the Magnum or, you know, whatever that pistol was, he pulled out his knife and he ran up and he stabbed a guy. And I thought that was really cool because I've always been complaining about the knife. That's probably my biggest issue because I do play on tactical, so I don't run around and panic knife people, and panic knifing is quite annoying. So I thought that was pretty sweet because you still have the ability, you know, only use me blade knife people, but you can't just run around corners and just, you know, hit your controller and panic knife somebody. But as you can see, this gameplay is wrapping up. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and hopefully you have a great day. See you guys later. Peace.